Yo,
What is going on? This is Rap Latte. I am King Green, Tool Ray, and Curtis King in this mug. What we talking about today?
I want to talk about we are halfway through the decade. What are the best hip hop albums of this decade so far?
I got some things to say about that. I got a few.
What do you think?
Let's just throw things out there and see where we're at. I'm obviously GNX. Obviously, let God sort them out. I'm also going with Mr. Morale came out in 2022.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Morale is an incredible classic album. I don't think Kendrick doesn't have a classic album. You know how other artists, you try and figure out if they got a classic album. Kendrick only has classic albums. That's why I think about him. But now what else are we doing there? I say Alfredo. I think that's up there. Pray for Paris. Pray for Haiti. Makami. Kaz album, Thief Left of Jesus. I got a lot. I mean, I'm on some rap shit, so I got a lot of things. Rap for me, but beyond what the mainstream says, rap for me in the last 5 years has been amazing. There's been a lot of good rap on the underground space. So, what else are we doing? Anything mainstream that hit? What do y'all got?
Let God sort them out for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Forever Story was pretty good. I like that Jid album.
What else? I know this is probably not one I was going to get the mention as quickly, but Mick Jenkins put out 2 this year, but the one specifically that I thought was amazing, top to bottom, is Type Shit. I think it's named in the project, Type Shit.
That I love type shit just as a
Type
phrase.
Type shit is a great phrase.
When you have like black shit that can be used like multiple ways, like a Swiss Army knife, like type shit you could throw into like many different sentences in many different ways. Sorry, I love shit. Keep going.
Hell yeah! It's almost like how the word bitch can take on different different meanings based upon where you at. Bitch, you a bitch.
Well, what is the one that kills me is and them, right?
And them.
You know,
And
Curtis and them,
Curtis
and it
and them.
might be like they also my niggas, or we gonna fuck up them niggas.
And them niggas.
And then
I never wanted to be one of the and thems. Like it's got to be Torre and them, because if I'm and them and I'm just standing in a nigga's shadow, like nah, you gotta be fucked up.
It's kind of like how award shows would be like Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber, and many more. You never want to be many more. Like you want to be one of the people
and many more.
And many more.
There's the King Disease albums, which are good.
Hugely important.
Yeah. I like Blue Lips.
I want to throw out the name of a young guy named Tyler, the Creator. Made an album called Call Me If You Get Lost and Chromacopia.
Both of them.
Which one do you rate higher?
I personally like Chromacopia. That is my favorite of his albums.
This is magnum opus for real.
Yeah. But you know, there's a lot of love for Call Me If You Get Lost. So if we're talking about albums of the decade, that's in the conversation.
Yeah. How do you feel about this Cabin in the Sky? Is it too early? For you, just personal. As a De La fan.
Decade. I know we're not saying number one. You know, I think that there's some good stuff. There's some great stuff on here. Do I put this in a category along with their first like 4 or 5 albums when it was like, this is a real meaty project? I want to give them a little grace, because to me, the big note on their new album is sadness. And for obvious reasons, but even there's like church references, afterlife references, lots of conversation about Dave. Even when they're not overtly talking about him, I feel like they're mourning. And like, I understand that. And it's, you know, but the album, I shouldn't say but, and the album is completely infused and doused in that without being a dirge. But like, I still hear the sadness in so much of the things that they turn to.
That's a great word, by the way.
Dirge.
Yeah, I like that. I like the way that just wasn't abrupt at all. Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I'll put it up there.
For sure.
Lupe,
sure.
Lupe Fiasco Samurai, I thought was another one. It didn't really get a whole lot of conversations like that. But I definitely think it's up there.
Put Travis Scott up there. Utopia. Maybe no.
Hey man, to each their own. If it did,
I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just throwing out a name that some people might. If people in the comments want to ask, especially them two, if they're putting X record on the list, throw out some names and we'll shout you up or down.
Yeah, I'm going through a list of the albums that
Yeah,
dropped.
I'm going with. I think Utopia. If we're doing a top 25, Utopia would be there.
Yeah.
If I'm thinking top, I want to throw out all these names, and then I want to think about. We could like collectively kind of think about what would be in the top 5 after we brought all these names. Have you guys listened to "Pray for Paris"? West Side Gun.
No, I need.
I heard some selected songs on there. What about
oh my God,
Killer Mike's Michael album?
The Michael album is good too. It's definitely in the top 25.
What about Boldy James and the Price of Tea of China in China?
That's cool. I like that. I love that album Ka made before he passed, Thief Left to Jesus. Man. I absolutely love that's one of the greatest works of art I've heard. Like for someone who's even it almost feels like he knew he was about to die too when you listen to the album and then hearing the context, him talking about spirituality, religion, just the Black plight in general, and doing it such an amazing way. And when we talk about older rappers, this is a guy who got into this little underground situation in his 50s, and then passed. Or his late 40s and then 50s is when we knew the most about him. So I want to put that out there. Baby Keem's album, I don't know if I didn't really like Baby Keem's album, but I love Baby Keem.
Really?
I didn't like it the way I thought it was good, but I'm saying my personal taste. And I love Baby Keem's music, all of the singles that came and led up to it.
I think Larry June was a part of 2 projects that were some of my favorites in the last 5 years. The collab one with 2 Chainz and Alchemist, Life is Beautiful. Yeah. But then also the one he did with Alchemist solo. Because I'm trying to find a balance between the ones that I know have the critical acclaim, but then the ones that I actually listen to on a regular basis. And that's one of them. Another artist that I would put into that conversation, which is not, of course, of these type of names, but Stevie Crooks, The Invisible Man.
It's
incredible. Oh my God, it's incredible. Especially if you love Boneless Productions without the drums and just top tier lyricism. I think you would enjoy it.
Got you. So that like neo boom bap sound.
Yeah, but less boom. Less boom and bap. Ain't a whole lot of ain't no
bap or booms in this.
But now that I think about it, no. but according to what I'm playing, oh my God, yeah, I play that shit till the wheels fall off.
True. Rhapsody's album, Please Don't Cry.
We're only talking albums, right?
Yeah, albums. What you want to
talk about? What you want to talk about? EPs?
This is by far one of the most beautiful fucking 2-song projects, her and Madlib. This project, when I tell you, has 2 of the most beautiful productions and she's rapping her ass off. This is amazing.
Who in Madlib?
Rhapsody.
Oh, I thought you said her. Like I thought.
No. Rhapsody and Madlib. This Mad Raps. This like it was exclusively on vinyl first. Then it went to the stream platforms. But he talk about like this might like legitimately these might be one of these might be my favorite beats of the last 5 years, maybe even 10 years. Incredible work.
Your favorite beat?
Yes, yeah. and in turn song as well. But more so the production on this. What's
the song?
Which one is it? It is Avon Through the Wire. Avon Through the Wire. So the whole thing is called Mad Raps, but Avon Through the Wire. Oh my God, the production on this is just insane. She's rapping, but it's not really her voice. That's why I'm not saying it's one of my favorite songs, because she's doing kind of like rapping as Avon Barksdale from The Wire.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
But This, oh my God,
Good engineering on that record.
incredible, because I believe Young Guru was behind that. Not Young Guru was behind. I believe
And
so.
the mix and the mastering.
Incredible. Whether you're listening to on the vinyl or on the streaming platforms.
I'm just teasing him.
Oh, I can't see your face. That's why you can't do that. That's not funny. Why you do that to me? I thought you had to come out.
No, I mean, I'm actually interested in that type of shit. So I was.
I mean, sure. No, sure. I do want to know.
You only interested till I tell your secrets.
They're not secrets. You can tell the world. It don't matter. I have no secrets.
Green's album be looking like the Ohio Players album.
Don't tell no truth about me. Don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell truth about Green.
That's the time you can't do nothing to me on that shit because I'll Eminem myself on that shit. I'll tell everybody it's whatever.
You got a friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself.
I do be setting porn.
Wait, I didn't say all that. Wait a minute. Don't try to jump the gun. All right, now we got to do it.
Don't try to jump the gun.
You railroad the whole story. Look at Torre. Where you go, Torre? Why you so far down there? Where you go? Why you look like a kid to get a cell phone and be like, you got any games on your phone?
You got Torre acting like this nigga Torre.
Now you gotta tell a story. Now you can't just let that cliffhanger just sit there. Now you gotta tell a story.
Oh, I ain't telling no story. You said you the one over here trying to tell. I got no
story.
You
gotta make it like I'm telling. Why I gotta be telling? Now I'm a snitch. That's crazy. Continue.
Hilarious. Continuing. Anyways, however this could go, we could go that way. But I was looking at somebody just before.
Wait, what?
This dude. He's
gonna, however you want it to go, nigga.
Go that way.
It can go that way.
Man, what in the slang grabbing is going on today?
Grab your slang. It's going down today.
When did Texas Youth come out?
Going down today. That's a bar.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, that's a bar. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, G and X for sure.
I mean, as much as we're trying to it's a very 2025, even like the last 12 months list, because Chromacopia was like late last year, G and X was very late last year, but it's still a very recent list in general.
It is. Plus the pandemic. The pandemic messed everything up too.
What do you mean?
Just in terms of the way that we identify time, like so much feels like it was so it was just yesterday, but it really was 5 years ago.
Yeah. Because if we go 2020, I got Pray for Paris is the best album of 2020. 2021, you got Tyler Creator's Call Me If You Get Lost. 2022 is what's it called? Kendrick, Mr. Morale. 23, that's drawing a blank for me. What would be the best in 23?
I got 2 Bruiser Wolves albums of mine.
24, what was last year? 24 was
didn't give any love to Little Sims.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. Lil Sims album. Yeah.
Somebody I see Andra talking about sometimes I might be an introvert.
Sometimes, yeah, that's definitely it. That's probably, I think that's 2023 too. That's definitely the album. Let me see. I'm gonna remember when that came out.
Any Lil Nas X Monteros in here?
Oh, of course.
Pusha T, It's Almost Dry. We put something in there.
It's Almost Dry is cool. I like Daytona better than that, honestly.
Yeah.
So I don't like best album of 2025. Yeah, I guess. If we're getting into like the top 20, I'm thinking just like the top 5 though.
Oh, top 5. Because I was gonna say Rhapsody, Please Don't Cry is another incredible one.
If we're thinking top 5, I'm with y'all. I'm with you, Torre, that a lot of that's gonna be this year. But Chromacopia is 2024, isn't it?
It is, but it's the end of 2024 because last year it's within the last 14 months, I believe, because we argued about last year if Chromacopia or GNX was album of the year. So,
I don't know. GNX is 2024 too.
What's that? Yeah, I'm saying GNX was December 2024. So it's all the last like 12, 14 months versus the previous 3.5+ year, the prior 3.5+ years. I don't know if that's recency bias or just it just happens that a lot of heat came out in the last 14 months. I don't know.
You guys don't put D Drake on there?
What? Who's that?
It's a guy that sued. It's a Canadian that sued a bunch of entities. You guys
How
don't
much
put
did he
me.
pay
Oh,
you?
I'm sorry. I
Nigga?
don't care about politics.
How much did he
I don't
pay
talk about
you,
politics.
nigga? How much are they paying you? Just blink twice. Yeah. See, the real question is niggas is like Doja Cat is one of the most important rappers of the last whatever years. But what is the project that you want to mention alongside the shit that we've said? Because we've said some heavy shit of Matt
Well,
Comey.
you said Doja Cat. Who else?
Yeah, I was just saying Doja,
Doja.
because I struggle with Doja as
She's not in the
fine.
conversation.
She's technically rapping, but does she make music that exists within hip hop culture? Not really. Like it doesn't speak to hip hop culture. I don't think we really care
It's just
about.
not. It's just not of the same ilk that we're talking about. So she's not in
Yeah.
this conversation.
Yeah.
But Dochi's mixtape could be in there if it's.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's considered a mixtape. That's
And-
what that was. Huh?
Yeah, it was a mixtape.
Okay.
But come on, we're
I
talking
mean, I
about a
won't hold
mixtape.
it back because it's a mixtape. I don't think it's top 5 versus the records that we've named, just because we've named a lot.
Oh,
of really
no.
great
But it's
shit.
in the conversation. Same thing with Little Sims's. It's in the conversation. Yeah. But let's think it. Okay, so what's number 5 for y'all? Pick a number 5 if you had to.
From our own list or just
Just for you. Let's
for me?
Let's go 5. Let's go 5-1 and pick them.
I don't know. Maybe Call Me If You Get Lost 5, King Disease 4. The top 3 is like I don't fucking I could say.
No, we got
two.
your 5. I just want to get Curtis. You give me your 5.
I said 2. I named 2.
No, I meant just your number 5, and then we'll go 4, 3, 2, 1.
I said,
Yeah.
I said, what did I say? Call Me If You Get Lost.
Yeah, call me if you get lost. I feel that. My 5, to give Curtis some time, my 5 is gonna be Pray for Paris.
Okay.
Absolutely love that album. I think that's his magnum opus. West Side Gun.
I'm gonna go for my 5. Mine's gonna be probably majority independent. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Just
No, that's good.
Bruiser Wolf Made by Dope with Harry Fraud.
True.
Bruiser Wolf Made by Dope, Harry Fraud. He's from Detroit. That's one of my favorite albums.
You remind me, because I thought you said Wolf. You remind me yesterday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So yesterday, I met this 5-year-old. I was hanging out at his mom's house and just trying to strike up a conversation with him. It's very hard to talk to little kids. You can't inject yourself too much. And I just was like, so who's in your class? Because they like to talk about like shit. And he told me like, well, there's Teddy and Wolf, but Teddy is not a bear and Wolf is not a wolf.
Okay. Sounds like a 5-year-old conversation.
He's like, just so you know, it's kind of weird that it's Teddy and they're so close to the names of the animal. I'm like, that is weird.
That's hilarious.
Sorry.
Teddy is not a bear.
Teddy's not a bear.
Isaiah Rashad. Bruiser Wolf is Bernie Mac if he was a rapper.
Bernie Mac, one of my favorite comedians, so that's probably that probably checks.
I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
What's your 4, Torre?
Let's go King Disease.
King's Disease. Okay.
Stevie Crooks, Invisible Man.
Stevie Crooks. I'm going with Call Me If You Get Lost for 4.
Call me if you get lost. God, it gets hard when you get up high. Probably got G and X number 3.
That's a big one.
All right, so then we're there.
Yeah.
We're there, huh? All right, well, then we're at the top 3. Okay. That's where we're at. Top 3.
Yeah, number
Yeah.
3.
Shit, man. Okay, well, I'll make this very easy then. I'm just gonna say Mick Jenkins type shit.
Type shit. Now, number 3 for me is going to be Thief Left of Jesus Car.
Chris, what's your 2?
My 2 is Clips Let God Sort 'Em Out.
Well, I know that's not going to be Green's number 2. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Chromacopia.
Party Next Door.
See, like you know what I mean? I can't. It's hard to even split the atom for me between Chromacopia and Let God Sort 'Em Out. That's the last 2 that I got
Yeah.
on my list for 1 and 2 or 2 and 1, but I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I listened to both of them 100 times. I love both of them for different reasons. They're like, 2 children going in 2 different directions. We have a very traditional, straight ahead drug world hip hop that is freaking awesome. It sounds amazing. And then you got this nigga freaking changing his own image, changing the boundaries of hip hop, showing what a genius musician he is. I don't freaking know. On a given day, it would be Chromacopia. On a given day, it would be Let God Sort 'Em Out. I can't split it between
Make a decision.
I can't.
Nobody want to hear all that shit.
It's too hard. It's too much.
No, I feel that. I made decisions because I didn't name any Kendrick, but I was thinking about all of us naming our favorites and then thinking about like collectively where we could put certain ones. And it feels like in our top 3, we all have Let God Sort 'Em Out. That's the only thing that's on our top 3 that's consistent.
Of course.
So I feel collectively that would be the number 1 album within this camp, the 3 of us, because we all 3 think it's in the top 3.
Look who's into ranked choice voting. Okay, let me find out.
We all ranked it. That's the only thing that makes
That's
sense.
how ranked choice voting works. Okay.
Come on over.
Ranked choice.
Let me find out. They ain't doing that down in VA yet. They're doing it in New York. We like it.
It makes sense.
That's how we got to Mamdani.
Ranked choice voting. That's exactly how we need to do it. So off some ranked choice voting, that's 1. Number 2. What was your number 1, Curtis?
Surprisingly, not surprisingly that it's Kendrick, but it's not GNX. It's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Yeah, you didn't even mention that, and you love Kendrick.
Yeah, that's I don't like the way you said love. That kind of made me.
I was talking to Green. He loves Kendrick.
I'm still uncomfortable.
He loves Kendrick like Trump loves Mamdani.
You're being weird right now. You're being very weird.
You need a picture of Trump staring at Mamdani like Don Jr. and Eric are so mad. He's never looked at us like that in his entire life. He doesn't look at his wife like that. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I love you.
He's got aura. He's got aura, as the kids say. He's got
Oh
aura.
my God. Oh.
Who that aura?
Do you think he's a fascist? Well, just say I am. It's fine. I love you.
That's crazy. This is something that didn't happen on a skit. This happened in real life.
Not SNL. Not SNL. Run the super chat again.
Oh, he was just there. You go. Scaring the Hoes, which is Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia. I love that album too. Doechie's album, The Clips, GNX, Call Me If You Get Lost.
That's a very respectable list.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very. For top 5, like we're throwing them all out there because it's like, what has this half decade contributed to hip hop? And I'm going to say a lot. So let's think about it from this standpoint then. How many albums from this half decade are in the entire greatest of all time list now in hip hop, classic hip hop albums? Okay, what can we put in that space?
It thins out a whole lot after that.
Yeah, like we're talking about next to Illmatic.
Yeah, because there's a lot of albums that because of how dry shit got, how much the drought happened out here, there were some things that were like overly pumping because it was like, oh my God, look, it's hip hop. Oh my God, we have hip hop. And it's like, that's what you're supposed to do. So a lot of it too has that sort of recency bias, I think. But in terms of standing the test of time, I think we kind of decided already with Let God Sort Them Out. I think that's a very safe
Yeah,
conversation. Classic albums.
that feels like a thing that you could put alongside a lot of the great albums of all time in this genre and say, here's another sterling example of what this genre is about. And while
Mhm.
it takes you back to the sound that was killing in the 90s and the way that we did things in the 90s, it also speaks to the older MC, which has been,
Mhm.
I think, the story of the year, the success of the older MC, not just Pusha
Mhm.
Malice, Nas. There's a couple others like 45, 50-year-old MCs who are killing
Rick
it.
Owens,
Great.
Ghostface,
There you go. There
Mob
you go.
D. Well, yeah, the half of Mob D.
Yeah. So I mean, for sure. I mean, I think what Tyler did, I mean, I would say Chromacopia. There would be other Tyler fans who would say it's Call Me If You Get Lost, but somewhere in one or both of those is a timeless project that he can go to the cookout and say, "This is what I have," and like,
Can
"Oh shit, you put your foot in that, nigga."
can I pose this question to you when you on that point that you're making about Chromacopia versus Call Me When You Get Lost? Is there an argument that Call Me When You Get Lost is a more hip hop album than Chromacopia, and then therefore would that make it more in line with being a hip hop classic?
See, I mean, it's a great point. I think that challenging the nature of what is hip hop is very hip hop, right?
Sure,
To
sure.
be saying, well, Green thinks it's A, B, and C. I flipped it to, I'm using a punk rock sample. I'm flipping these words in a different way. Like
Mm.
that is hip hop, right? And that's what I think Call Me If You Get Lost is a bit more of a traditional expression of hip hop, and
Mhm.
Chromacopia is more of a, let's say, avant-garde expression of hip hop, but as we've said, the revolutionary attempt is very hip hop. So I can't split the hair of like which one of those is more hip hop.
Reason I ask that is because when you bring in the element of DJ drama, that's kind of in the world of Tyler, that's the most unexpected thing I think for him to do is to have a project that comes out and DJ Drama's hosting it like a mixtape for
Sure.
a commercial release. Like to me, that you can make you can make a argument, not as strong as the one you're making for how polarizing that project Chromacopia is, but you can make an argument for who does that in 2025 and it still found success in this time. And it's a callback to a
Yeah,
classic
he
sound
made
of
a
hip hop.
mixtape. He made a mixtape. He made an homage to a mixtape, an actual art piece, which was very interesting. It's like I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the aesthetics of a mixtape and make it an album that everybody, all these kids that never even heard this shit before, are going to remember this for the rest of their life. I honestly think Tyler, the last 3, 4 albums or whatever, has been in the same zone, not counting the last one. The same from Chromacopia to Flower Boy, it's been in the same classic zone where it's like these are all classics. We know the album names. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I gauge things. It's like we know these album names and we just gotta say 1 or 2 words. They might have a nickname for the album, and that's what it is. I think Mr. Morale is also that too, because Angie and Next, because I don't think you could put Kendrick's name and his work, they're synonymous. So if he's at the GOAT level, all of his work is at that GOAT level and in the classic space, because that's kind of what put him there, is just his consistency. Whereas other artists who are in that GOAT level, they don't have 4 or 5 classic albums in a row when they first came out. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I think every single one of his albums is in the greatest album of all time conversation,
It's an
personally.
insane place to
I
be.
mean,
That's crazy.
yeah, I mean, we would say everything Tyler does, everything Kendrick does, and everything that the Clips do is historic and in any elite level conversation, be it of the year, of the half decade, of the decade, right? And I mean, and Nas as well, of course. So I mean, like, there's a lot of historical level MCs in this conversation, and when you bring in some of the folks like Mac Homie, Boldy, there's Mick Jenkins. There's other names that are legendary also. It's a lot. It's a
3,000%.
lot.
I
A
personally think
lot. a lot.
Pray for Paris is in this conversation too. And when I'm thinking about this, when I mean this conversation, I'm just saying like when we're talking about the greatest albums in the 21st century, like I think Complex did a list like that. It's like those are things in there which I could pull up. I'm gonna pull it up real quick so we could look at what they said.
Yeah,
because they was on some shit. I love this album. I still think it is that number
50,
one. I have no problem with
50 best albums. You have the 50 best albums, or they did a hip hop album list?
This is all rap, and I'll show you.
You have all hip hop.
35 best rap albums of the 21st century. So you 90s niggas get out of here.
It's too much Drake. Whole list void.
Yeah.
Too much Drake. Number 2, Get Rich or Die Trying. How do you feel about that?
Absolutely. That was shifting. That shifted the entire landscape.
Yeah, but number 2? Number 2?
This is of all time?
No, the 21st century. So basically,
that's not number 2. It's important, but it's not number 2.
2 decades.
They got My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy number 1. Okay.
I think number 2 is not a bad thing for when you think about it. I honestly, some people talk about 50's album like it didn't age well, and I completely disagreed. After, especially when I saw him live too, I was like, these songs are forever. His songs
niggas got Blueprint 3, number 3. Come on.
No, Blueprint. This is the first Blueprint.
That's the original Blueprint.
I'm saying Blueprint is number 3 on this list.
Yeah.
Come on, that's too low. Damn is number 5. Number 5. Then Take Care is number 6. Way too high.
When was this made?
I don't know who this is. This a new artist? Is it an underground artist?
It looks like a lawyer.
Oh my god.
Honestly, no
That's
hate.
Outkast album.
Wait. They got Good Kid, Mad City number 8. Fuck out of here. Good Kid, Mad City. Supreme
wait a minute.
Was number 12. Get the
here.
fuck out of here.
I don't agree with that statement at all.
What statement?
You're saying that. Hold on. I'm trying to say is like you can't get. Why would 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying, Blueprint, Marshall Mathers LP. These are ridiculously classic albums that built the artists that come after it.
Yo, To Pimp a Butterfly is number 24.
That's crazy.
I'm talking about.
No, but that's kind of crazy.
When was this list made? This is that's an important question. When is this list made?
I don't know. Yesterday.
This published 4 days ago. Yo,
this is 4 days ago.
Mad Villainy is 30.
No, we're not doing that.
Fuck Eminem's show should not be in the top 20s. Drake, there's all the Drake albums.
The lawyer. They got the lawyer.
Crazy.
Got that Karen up there.
Watch the Throne.
Forest Hills Drive.
XXX.
This is where we get into the rage bait.
Thug motivation
of making these lists. If the list made sense and people were like, oh, well, then nobody would talk about it. There's got to be some rage bait within it.
This is some rage Chat GPT.
I mean,
this is a Chat GPT list. Call Me If You Get Lost. They put that above Chromacopia.
Juice WRLD 27. Oh, okay. All done.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, that was cute. Complex made a cute little rage bait list.
Cardi B.
You almost got me. Complex. You almost got me.
Wait. They have Cardi B above God's Son.
Young Thug 34. Okay.
You know what I mean?
That might even be the best Young Thug album. Okay.
Just stop.
Okay.
Yeah. This is but either way, that is definitely a bullshit list.
And so I understand the power of Get Rich or Die Trying, the sound of it. It had a huge impact at the time. I'm not saying the album has fallen off. I'm saying there's stuff that's better than that at that time. I'm not talking about some decline.
Better than Get Rich or Die Trying in the rap
2003. I don't know
that year.
I don't know.
Well, Blueprint is ahead of that. Blueprint is 2001. So to put him ahead of the Blueprint is fucking nuts.
I can get that.
Marshall
I can get
Mathers
that.
is 2000. That's ahead of him. That's fucking nuts.
No, I thought you meant the exact year, but Marshall Mathers LP and 50 Cent. Yes, I'm perfectly fine to bringing 50 Cent down, but you're acting like
Yeah.
he can't be in the top 5 or top 10, and I think that's incorrect.
So Ray, you got a point. Torre, you got a
5
point.
and 10 for sure. 5 is tough. 5 is
Torre.
tough. You know, like we've said, I mean, Supreme Clientele is 12. That's bizarre.
That's insane.
Bananas, right? I mean, we've done that. That's insane, like at least 5 times. The Carter 2 is 19. Graduation is 20. The Black Album is 21. Forest Hills Drive 22. This is just rage bait. This
Curtis,
is not,
what are you saying about what you find?
I'm sorry. Wait. Are you saying that To Pimp a Butterfly should be behind Get Rich or Die Trying? No, of course not.
I'm off this list already. I'm thinking about what we think now. I'm off this list. This list had like 6 Drake albums. Like I'm off of it.
I'm saying
I was
all
gonna
the Drake was on there. So
to your point earlier, Torre, 2003 also brought Speaker Box Love Below, the same one as Get Rich or Die Trying. The Black Album came out that year as well.
01. Black Album was 03? Okay.
03. Yeah. You also get Diplomatic Immunity. You also get what else you get here? You get a underground classic with Champion Sound, J-Lib. Freeway, Philadelphia Freeway, but we don't probably going Trap Music from T.I. came out that year. Yeah, there's a lot of music out that was
maybe next time we'll let Curtis know the subject before the show, so he don't be coming on the show reading.
No. I'm just backing up the things that you're saying. You brought something new.
I'm just fucking with you.
No, but
You stop. I just want to have a rap conversation, guys. Is it because it's my last day? Is that why y'all doing this? Y'all trying to give me a hard time? Why y'all doing like that?
You getting hazed? No, but what do we?
I don't want to get hazed by nothing. First of all, it's the green next door. Don't haze nothing around here. All right, it's a haze-free zone. All right, sir.
This nigga. What do we feel about? I'm actually just more interested in how you feel about 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying. Where is that for you? If it's not. You said it's top 10.
He could be bottom 5. He could be bottom 5, like 6, somewhere in 6 to 10. Fine.
That is his Thriller album.
That's his. But it ain't Thriller to the culture.
I'm not saying. I'm just.
It ain't Thriller to the culture. What do you mean by that?
Make a huge argument
by that.
Yo, divert a little bit more. What are you talking about?
Because 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying is an integral moment in hip hop. It's so important.
He did a hostile takeover of the regime called Ja Rule in Murder Inc.
I know.
He did a lot with 2 years' time. He changed entire music, became a mogul. Like we gotta start respecting 50 Cent on the cultural and impact and like the actual artwork too. Like I know he's a good businessman, but like this shit stands the test of time.
See, this is what you get into with these sort of arguments because then you devolve into the album is good, the album was impactful. Yes, it was, but when we have narrowed the aperture to just look at the album, is it better than To Pimp a Butterfly? Is it better than anything Kendrick has ever done? Is it better than Jay-Z shit? Is it better than the Kanye shit of this time?
Well, I think all those albums had different argument
for that.
All those albums had different goals when they released. Some of those albums were the fourth or third release of the artist. There's a different goal in mind. With the Pimp a Butterfly, that was such a polarizing album at a time where people didn't know what to expect next from Kendrick. I look at 50 Cent. 50 Cent came out with Get Rich or Die Trying. If you look at that track list, and I just looked at Thriller recently, and I see all that B-side is insane how many hits and how many catalog songs are there. When I look at 50 Cent, he's still performing those songs because of how massive the impact that had people get their asses out of their seats and go to Tower Records to buy that album, to go get physical. Like that album sonically moved people out of their ass. Not out of
their... talking shit about us, Curtis.
What's that?
Wow.
Curtis and Green were kids when 50 came out, so it's bigger for us. I mean, that might be true.
That's my burner account, but whatever.
That's your burner.
You got your damn bots. How
That's
much you
my
paying?
nigga right there.
No, it ain't. That's your homie from Turkey.
That's
a
my
bot.
nigga. That's my nigga right there.
Is Pimp
Y'all
okay?
was in, when 50 came out, where were y'all? Y'all was in high school?
I was a kid, yeah.
I was in high school.
Yeah.
Not kid the way y'all was saying kid. Y'all saying kid like I was running around with a snotty nose and
well, that's what I said. Were you in? I said, were you in high school?
Yeah.
High school. You said you're a kid. Were you in high school or middle school?
High school.
Yeah.
I went and got that album at the Warehouse Music with my own money on the Downey Link bus. All right, that's how kid I was.
Went and got that shit burned.
I interviewed that nigga for the cover of Rolling Stone on that album.
Why you gotta flex on me like that? I just said I went to go buy. Why you gotta do that? That's not fair.
You're flexing because we're saying how young you were. I was fully ensconced in my career. I was like high enough at Rolling Stone that the album, the presumed.
So you was hating.
That nigga
was hating. That's crazy.
You was hating. You didn't even receive the music as a customer or a client or a fan.
While you was in there talking to him, I was downloading shit on LimeWire.
No, I mean, for one thing, it's interesting you talk about this in 50's career. I never felt like this was his debut. I know it's the major label debut, but we had heard tons of 50 music before then. He was a very robust underground mixtape performer. I had at least 6 albums of music of his from mixtapes before this came out. So to me, he had been rocking for a while. He just poked his head up on the label level, but like we've been, and the shit that he did underground, Ghetto Quran, that shit, the shit he did underground was way hotter. And he's naming.
I don't know about that. I got all the mixtapes too, but
when he was naming the fucking history of the fucking underground shit, I was like, yo, that's.
I don't understand this. We was at the little kid table, Mr. Green. That's what happened. He was at the little kid table.
What was the did with the Nina Simone sample? That was that shit fucking. You know what I'm talking about? That shit fucking killed me.
Yeah, I think the power of the dollar, all the shit that he did before that is very important on his rise. But we can't we could get off this get rich or die trying thing. I will say that yes, we understood the impact because that was in our range, but also to Pimp a Butterfly.
About it in the source?
What'd you say?
Because you read about it in the source?
We were there.
No, we were there. We felt the energy. You didn't see nobody listening to that.
I bought the CD.
Table beatboxing?
I bought the double disc CD that had the DVD with the unreleased version of the Heat video. That was some terrible graphics. That was some terrible gunshots. And I watched that shit and I said, this shit crazy.
You know what that shit for me? That shit for me was raising hell. I left school in the middle of the day to go buy Raising Hell on cassette on the first day it was out because I had to have it. It's fucking Run DMC, nigga. What the fuck you think? I have to have that shit right away.
All I know is I bought that 50 Cent album the same year I bought a PS2. Don't tell. I bought my own PS2. How much of a kid was I then? Nah, I was out there buying my own PS2.
I bought my own PS2.
I listened to Get Rich or Die Trying and Beg for Mercy in the same year. Sitting there playing Tomb Raider.
What's a better album, Speaker Box Love Below or Get Rich or Die Trying?
Don't do that to me.
I mean, Speaker Box Love Below is just so much more musically ambitious. He was trying to win. They were trying to redefine hip hop.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I'll say, I know some folks who were on the label side, part of the rise of 50. And one of the things they talk about is very few human beings are as good at him as at absorbing and integrating information. So he's coming into the industry, talking to people about what's this, what's that, not just the musical parts, but the business parts of the industry. Mm-hmm. And people are like talking to him and he's really like learning rapidly and applying the shit as a businessman. So the success that he's had as a businessman is not like, oh, he just had a lot of money and he got lucky. He made a lot of bets. He got lucky. He was extremely smart and intentional and thoughtful about, if we deploy these dollars here, that will happen. That will happen. So, I mean, the nigga has been extremely intelligent about how to approach this as a business and incredibly focused. When they were making Get Rich or Die Trying, it was like, to be around him, you had to be part of the mission of, we are building a #1 album. If that's not what you're about, then you got to go, because that's the only thing that we are talking about this year. So I mean, respect.
Got
Whatever.
But to answer your question, Speaker Box Love Below, I in the same year I also played a whole lot of Tony Hawk with that album on repeat. So especially Love Below.
Hell yeah.
Don't look at me crazy. Why don't you do that, Torre? All right, why don't you do that?
How do you feel about the critically acclaimed album
already? You know what I'm saying? I was still learning. Okay,
still learning.
Tony Hawk.
How do we? First of all, you don't play no games, so you ain't a gamer. So don't try to hate with your non-gaming ass.
Real, you mad? I ain't got Pac-Man.
You a non-gamer?
Do you even know what Intellivision is? Do you even know what Atari is, nigga?
Yeah, I know what Atari is.
In the museum before you were here, nigga. Get out.
It's that museum shit that you used to play. But anyways, he over there playing Pong, talking about, I play real games.
I played this Pac-Man when the shit was hot. When the shit was real.
We played the remix. Oh man,
part of the culture. I played Pac-Man for real.
When you had to pay 10, would you pay 10 cents to put in the little arcade machine?
It was probably a quarter, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
It was called NBA Jam back when I was in there. No such thing as no NBA 2K. It was NBA Jam.
He older than NBA Jam. He never played NBA Jam.
What is he? Lakers versus Celtics?
I don't think they had basketball games when that nigga was gay.
He was playing Moonwalker. That's what you was playing. You playing Moonwalker.
That nigga was playing Asteroid and Space Invaders.
Asteroid and Space Invaders.
That's that nigga's time.
For sure. Wait, what was the one where it's like a whole bunch of aliens that like come down to get you? You got to freaking
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
Yeah, we fucked up that shit. We love that. No, but Space Invaders was the first level of it. When they like turn around, it's in color and they attack you. It's more complex than Space Invaders.
It's not asteroids or something. It's not.
No, asteroids. You stay in the middle and then you're shooting the asteroids coming in. Space Invaders, you're at the bottom and aliens are coming down.
With the one that I love is when you had a dial. So
Galaga?
So you would go around. Maybe it's Galaga. So you go around the outside of a thing as the aliens are coming up at you.
Look at him trying to hype up that dog like it got bite. He got a people with that game. So you had to go all the way around the stars.
Yeah.
You had to
Galaga was the one I was talking about before, not Space Invaders. I played Space Invaders very early, but Galaga has a lot of color.
Those are some old ass games too.
What you was doing? Talking about we was flying in the sky. It was
shit, nigga. That's what it is. Nigga, what you want from me?
Look at back in my day.
Back in my day, we used to play
Galaga. It's funny because as complex as the games got, when they were simple, they seemed complicated. We had never seen that. So we still
have you ever tried playing a new game? Like, have you ever tried playing like a GTA?
Oh, that's content. We need that content.
I
have seen people playing GTA, but I don't. I mean, you know, as a grown ass man, I don't have friends who play games. We were never really able to let my kid have it because it would have been like, you just don't do anything. But they don't need it because they jump on the computer and they do whatever they want to do as far as games on the computer. But like, no, we couldn't. That has not necessarily been part of my.
Oh, you didn't let the kids get no Xbox, no PlayStation, nothing like that? Y'all were like, nah.
It was hard enough to keep them off the screen of the phone and the computer. We're going to add more screens?
2026, we need some gaming content. Torre plays GTA for the first time.
Oh, no, he's going to play. I'm going to buy him. I'm going to send it, ship it to his house. He's going to have to play it. And he could be like this.
The best title, Torre, legendary journalist Torre plays GTA 5 before GTA 6 drops. The whole meme is like, damn, everything's happening before GTA 6. Even Torre plays GTA 5 before GTA 6.
Non-gamer GT. That's crazy.
Gotta figure out what this GTA 5 shit is about. I've heard about it.
We actually reacted to that trailer, that GTA 6 trailer.
We did. Because you said this is the biggest shit since ever.
It is that is the biggest fucking shit. When that shit drop, like that shit's gonna change the world.
How much you think it's gonna be?
Huh?
How much you think that game's gonna be?
How much the price of the game?
Yes.
$100, easy. Oh, you talking about the tiers?
You think it's gonna be tiers?
Yo, there's gonna be tiers of the game easily. Oh yeah.
What you mean tiers? Like you want to play the whole game?
No, there's gonna be like a $75 version, 100 version. There's gonna be like a $200 version. They're gonna hit people in the pockets.
Shit, I'll wait a year later.
Right? I'm buying that shit. I'm buying that shit ASAP.
You know what I was into? You know what I was into? You just remind me. I got into The Sims when it was like I think it was like the 3rd edition. So it was like God mode. So you're like overseeing the development of a city. Let me tell you what happened. I was like, let me try this shit out for a minute. It was like 6, 7 p.m. on a Friday. This is before I was married. It was like 6, 7 p.m. on a Friday. I started making my town. Next thing I knew, it's Monday at 6 a.m. I had not slept the whole fucking weekend. My town had like a robust number of people, but I was falling apart. I had not eaten. I had not slept. I was like, see now, look, you can be obsessed with these games or you can return to society and be a productive individual. And just I'm like, I cannot have both in my life.
Just imagining you playing The Sims, drinking some tea in a darkly lit room, and
like, why I gotta be drinking tea? Nigga?
Oh my god, my house is on fire!
Why I gotta be drinking tea?
Oh my god, I gotta get water buckets. Shit.
I can't listen to every complaint in this city. It's too much I can't be the mayor anymore. It's too much pressure.
Yo, I was doing just fine until fucking aliens came and attacked my little nuclear power station. Now
that's Sim City.
Now fucking put the extra battery in my pack. I'm like, okay, no, we're not gonna have that happen again. You fucking set me back several hours. Now I'm fucking building up different shit to get the yo.
Man, you spill your damn chamomile. I know you was mad. You know
no,
what?
But I agree. Who's your chamomile? Your whole chamomile.
Care about no fucking tea.
No, but I do agree that the whole thing about being a productive person in society, whereas like I'll meet people who like and have a my player of 99 or they built up this character of so much and them niggas got no money in their bank account. It's like, you know, your bank account is just like that where you could just build it up. Like you could have the same focus and energy or having bad credit, but then having a built up character to the highest things makes no sense. That makes no sense, my guy.
Well, here's the thing. I do get it in that the game is an escape from life. And it doesn't matter. If you die in the game, it doesn't really matter. It hurts, but it doesn't really matter. If you fuck up your 401k, that shit matters. Even if the shit is not growing.
Do that more.
I'm about to say when you using your real life money to up your character, that has real life implications.
Using real life money to keep your character number up, whereas your real life money is not in your bank.
Look, Grink, Grink. I was sitting there playing, I forget what 2K it was, and I damn near fell into a depression because I was like so into the competitive nature of building my player. He was getting so good. He was working out at the gym. He was doing more working out than I was. Anyways, he would go and shoot, and he was having a great game. And I said, damn, if he only had a little bit more VC. And I went into my wallet to get my card. And I stopped before pushing purchase to pay for 20,000 VCs. And I said, get a hold of yourself.
You're using real money.
You're using real money to improve your fictional character that doesn't have real life results that happen from this. You should probably put the game down. And
you should have done 50 push-ups right there.
I really should have.
when it's about strategy and skill and your actual ability to play the game, I'm fucking with you. But when it's about we spent more money on our character than you did,
that part. Exactly.
What are we doing?
I wonder if my GTA characters ate enough food today. Nigga, have you ate enough food today?
Exactly. Nigga, you've been on for 15 hours, my nigga.
I
Like,
mean,
go eat something.
I definitely existed in the era when I play a game and I'm communicating with the computer. I never got to the era of multiplayer games where I am communing with friends as we're playing. Like I never did that. And that seems fucking cool that we can have a communal experience playing a game, right? Because a lot of times when I was coming up, it was like, well, the games make you antisocial. Well, then the gamers were like, well, let's just make the game social. And like, I love that. I never experienced that, but I love that for the culture.
You know what game did that for me from a puzzle place?
Good
It's a game
question.
called Inside. It's a game called Inside. Pause. It's a game called Inside on Xbox, and this game is
not necessary. Pause.
I just feel like I need to just get that off. Anyways, it's my last day. Come on. Look, it said Inside. Okay. And then the thing is, you got every single stage, just like this little role-playing game, and you got to get to this place. You got to figure out like strategies of like, it's hard to explain, but that shit got me hooked. And it's so cinematic in its look, but it's a puzzle game.
There at the museum, I did a report on this at the Museum of Modern Art. I think they still have a whole exhibit on games, on video games. And some of the games are a little bit more esoteric. Like one of the games, you play out a life for a character, and the life only lasts like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. And then you got to play again. And the rub of it is you could play as a character who has a partner, as in a spouse, and you have a longer, easier life, or you play as a solo person and you have a harder life.
Either way, your real life is in shambles.
Either way, your real life
That's
is
fucking
terrible. That's the
terrible.
whole
But
thing.
some of the games really start to push against like what it means to be a video game and the line between real life and the game, right? And not being an escape, but being actually a reflection on life and getting
Like
you
a
to think about
simulation,
life.
yeah. That's how GTA kind of plays, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the idea of simulations, and I love video games, so I'm all into that. I just think about people losing themselves. That's the part. It's like when you lose yourself, that doesn't make any sense. And how they're making you lose yourself, like the way they got these kids with these Fortnites and these V-Bucks and VCs, they over here buying t-shirts that cost more than t-shirt. Oh no, there was this in 2K. It costs more for like a shirt in the game than buying the exact same shirt in real life. And I said, guys, this is where you stop.
I almost did it because my character was looking like a bum. I was like, I gotta get him right. Wait a minute, why? What is this gonna do for you in real life?
You know you could play with no shirt. You could just play with the default clothes.
They're mapping us toward an online world, Second Life, these sorts of things, where you're just existing in an online world, and you would have an online home and online clothes for your online avatar. Because right now, our social media exists really in a two-dimensional way, right? And in the future, they theorize that all of this will be three-dimensional. So you will have a house and a physical space online. So they are priming you for the notion of buying clothes or art or cars or homes, real estate, whatever, for your online existence.
Virtual life. Yeah, that's why the VR headset can get to that place. Only thing is, it just doesn't look realistic at this point. Like it just
what doesn't look realistic?
The VR headsets. Like the thing is, I can still tell the difference. It's a bit of warping. It's not quite pure 4K yet. All the way around. Like it looks good. It looks good. Don't get it twisted. These games look amazing and the way that they warp with reality too. But when that gets there, I can definitely see some Black Mirror type shit going on. And can I clarify something real quick? Yeah. This is not my last day forever. Like I just want to clarify that. That's not what I meant when I said that. Because
taking a little break.
taking a little break. That's it. I usually take December's off, but yeah, I'm locking in and hibernating. So that's all that is. We'll continue.
They was in the chat like, "Where's he going? What's
You're not gonna explain that? Are you not gonna explain that?
happening?"
Look, I'm sorry, Victor Moan Jr.
What the fuck is no? But VR shit. I got a VR a Oculus for fun to play ping pong with my boy who lives in LA, and you could play ping pong. After you play ping pong, you realize how immersive that shit is. And now there's this boxing game where you literally could box in the game, and you can put on gloves and box, and it's amazing. Like,
so you be in your VR headset with the homie slapping shit around, huh?
this nigga.
For hours, huh? For hours, huh?
For hours.
Slapping each other around.
Everything gotta go that
Pinging
way.
and ponging, huh? Just pinging and ponging for hours, huh? Just losing track of reality, huh?
Ponging and pinging.
Nuts.
Either way,
VR, I got a VR headset. I got a VR headset about a year ago. Because they said they got tennis on there. So I was playing tennis in my living room. And they give you a fucking racket, so you're fucking swinging in your. It was hard. It was hard. I was expecting the way they marketed it that this is a way to practice, and this will make you better when you go do the real thing. I don't really think it did. If it did, I would have kept doing it. But like, they had me fucking out here practicing real fucking. I'd be sweating and shit.
Yeah, same. They got one called Bar Fights on a meta one. Oh my god. Bar fights, you just go in there and beat up anybody. You can fight anybody and anything. You can pick up any item you want and crack it over the top of their head. You can fight on airplanes. It's a great way to get your aggression out. You go to
I've seen that one.
I think
it's called like Club. Is it Bar Fights?
It might have rebranded after it got popular.
It's messed up though. They be in there beating up the club goers, shooting everybody.
They're not real.
GTA.
They're not real.
Oh no.
It's not real.
I'm talking about the videos that niggas make with this shit is messed up. But
for Torre's original point, you was doing the Sim City, I was doing Roller Coaster Tycoon. So I would, just a little confession.
Over there, unfinished roller coasters, letting your niggas die off them shits. I know.
Letting them or doing it manually.
Funny as shit. But anyways, hold on. Let me see some super chats before we move on. This dude right here. How do you feel about Jid, the Forever Story? It's his Good Kid, Mad City. I personally feel that maybe Jid's only classic, God Does Like Ugly, was very good, but it wasn't what I would call on the level of T-Pab. First of all, I think that we need to not compare what he's doing with those albums. Like Good Kid, Mad City and Forever Story, just let them live on their own space. But Forever Story is the first album I enjoyed from Jid. Like that's the first one that I enjoyed. All the other stuff to me felt hella derivative. That shit, honestly, I'm trying to use nice words and shit. I just thought that nigga sounded like Kendrick so much, and it pissed me off.
That's what you mean by derivative.
That's my person. Yeah, I was trying to be nice with the words. No, the nigga sounded like Kendrick to me. And then the Forever Story, I was like, this sounds like him. I'm getting to know this artist completely. And then I fucked with that album. But that's me. He might not sound like Kendrick to y'all or other people. I'm just saying, to me, that's how I felt about his earlier projects and mixtapes.
Yeah, last time I made comments on his project, he DM'd me. And it was respectful though. It was dope. It was all positive. But after that live stream, he was like, I seen the whole thing. I was like, what I say? People know I've gone on record about Jid, and that I think that he has a great natural skill for rapping, but at times he kind of loses me as a listener because it doesn't feel like there's a connection point outside of the worlds that he's creating. The lines are connected, but there's not a direct connection of this is how I feel, this is what is going on. It's not as direct as I like a lot of the lyricism to be. It's almost like going through a National Geographic magazine, and there's so much imagery and so many different things that he's saying, but it's like, what are you really saying beyond the surface? I think this album was the first time that he found a balance between the more abstract direction that he takes at times and now finding how to be more direct. I think his official classic album, you as a fan may have one that you think is your favorite. I think he's yet to agree. He's yet to do one yet. I think he's going to create a classic album. I think this album showed his unique skill for arrangement, of ideas and multi-layered theming, I think he has all the potential to make a classic album, not just a classic JIT album. I think it's on the way.
That was amazingly said. I agree with that. Not just a classic JIT album, but a classic album.
We do that. We be interchanging them too, and I feel like it's unfair because I know it be people's favorites.
Yeah,
but like we gonna talk classic albums across the board. There are some subjective bars to set for what that means.
Yeah. What do you mean objective bars?
Objective bars. Excuse me. Objective bars we can set for that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about as far as like when we were bringing up T-Pab and all these albums. It's like these are things that go into the zeitgeist. This is about albums that exist within hip hop and will exist in hip hop and beyond hip hop past this, you know what I'm saying? So, but sometimes I feel like it leans two ways. Like sometimes I feel like the critical, like OG, old school nigga, old head perspective of a hip hop album gets pushed up more than like the innovation or the creativity, the things that are moving things forward. And it takes us time to accept those things. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, it's like, I don't know, people go back to maybe ATLians or Aquemini as Outkast's best like albums critically. But then I'm thinking, so we don't like Stankonia, we don't like Speaker Box Love Below. You know, that's a big hip hop thing where it's like Aquemini is their best rap album.
This question that's up here, I think, is interesting. It says, "Do y'all critique Doom like y'all critique JID?" I don't even think, because I think I'm more so to blame for even that question being asked. I think the difference is that, as Green said earlier, a lot of what he sounds like is a gumbo pot of his influences, and sometimes it's really easy to identify who he's pulling from. Doom is Doom, and you either like it or you hate it. And no matter who you put him, if it's over a Sade sample, if it's over a drum break, if it's over whatever, he's gonna doom it up, right? That's what he did. But I think that's why you don't do it. You don't judge it the same way. But then it's like, what is your thing, though, JID? And I think that he's getting closer to it. And I think that's where I would be able to look at that and be like, okay, now we're gonna judge this JID versus this JID. I don't want to put them in the same category, but I've had a similar issue with listening to Logic. That's why I can't take Logic serious. Because I feel like Logic just sounds like whoever he thinks is competition and hot at the time.
Yeah.
Get him with Tech Nine, he can try to sound like Tech Nine. Get him with, when Good Kid, Mad City came out, he put out his Light Skin Mad City album.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm black too. Now he want to rap like Playboy Cardi. This nigga pisses me off.
Biracial. No, he got his biracial Mad City.
Especially as somebody who is light skinned myself, it pisses me off. The shit he be looking at this shit pissed off. Like I know the disgust some people look at me with.
How you gonna do this to us?
I'm like, you get in here, you take them glasses off, and it's like, man, come on, Curtis, baby, you know what I am, you know what that is. This is my posse right here. And then you get around them white folks during a late night show, and they're like, so the inspiration behind this album is quite remarkable. There's a lot of places that I pull from. I don't like that shit, because then you can do you taking advantage of your passing for everything. That's just my only rant about Logic.
But yeah, someone said
you're anti-code
rating
now?
Huh?
You're anti-code switching?
Absolutely. Absolutely. not as a protection, not as a device of protection, because there's certain environments that you have to be wise about how you maneuver, because if you don't do it, it's to your own detriment. I get that. But in terms of the way that he does it, fuck no.
Excuse me. But that's different.
I think hip hop wants to be and is anti-code switching. Like, we show up as the hood, as ourselves, no matter what. That's fucking hip hop. And I love that about hip hop. I respect that. Most of us who are not rappers, or when we are not in rapper mode, we do need to be able to code switch intelligently based on the audience. And that doesn't mean I put my blackness in my pocket, because sometimes that shit can be very valuable.
That's why you. That's a great way to put it. This nigga be putting this blackness in his pocket, and he be like using that shit like a Pokemon. Whenever the room gets too black, he's like, "Hold on, I'm black."
Yeah. Oh, we're back to green again. Sometimes that shit is really,
Now, that wasn't even a green reference, but that's crazy. Slow it down.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We didn't even tell that story, did we? We just gonna gloss this whole episode and not tell that story.
Nobody knows what y'all niggas is talking.
That's crazy. It's been an inside joke the whole time.
Curtis. I think you got to clue him in. Tell him what you talk about.
Look, let me tell y'all what happened. So this is the stuff that y'all don't get to see after the episode. So like, as a professional, let me code switch. As a professional that I am, I like to get copies of the show after we're done here, because Rap Latte is just one of the most intriguing shows that has come out. I'm so honored to be a guest here. But as a guest, I felt uncomfortable last week. Let me tell you why. I asked King Green upon request. I said, hey, could you text me a video that is the full episode of what we did on the Rap Latte podcast? He said, sure, no problem, Curtis. He sends me a Dropbox link. Dropbox links usually pop up as just Dropbox.com, the blue logo and all that. This one, for whatever reason, showed an arm and it showed a hand.
A hand, an arm.
That was on top of a booty like this. It was POV of somebody giving back shots.
That's so wild. This is
the arms look like his. Didn't know what the hell I was seeing. The arms look like his. I've never met him in person, but I just know the arms look like his. And I said, well, this is peculiar.
They were not my hand.
The glove don't fit. I must
did not fit.
Was it dark-skinned arms?
Huh?
Was it dark-skinned arms?
I'll just say they were King Greenish. They were very King Greenish.
They were dark-skinned and stocky.
What color were the bed sheets?
Green. They were Celtic green, actually.
You should hire. I think you should hire a lawyer.
I think I should. Wait a minute, you guys. It's not done yet. No, we're not done yet. So he sends that link, and then I said, okay, you know what? Maybe this is not what I think it is, which is King Green giving a POV shot of him giving shots.
Which it is.
Maybe this is just a playlist thumbnail. I said, you know what? Let's not even trip. Playlist thumbnail. Maybe this is an album he's working on, and he just happens to have the artwork in there. I click on the link.
His album with Doc and Yelly.
His album, Green Next Door, not Party Next Door. Green Next Door. I click on the link, and it says this link is no longer available. And I said, oh, what if he just figured out that he sent this? I said, what if he? And I hit him. I said, that link didn't work. But did you mean to send that? He's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And I sent him a screenshot of what I saw. And he said, oh, ... enter. Oh, shit.
I did not even say that shit.
He said, oh.
I did not say that shit.
It sounds like you got caught, brother. That's all I know.
He got the text messages. He got the text messages right here.
Didn't mean to send that one.
Green Hub is crazy. Green Hub is crazy.
And then after he sent
Green
that,
Hub. Curtis, you still got the picture?
Green Hub is crazy. Uh-huh. And then I told him, I said, hey, I don't
wait, Curtis, Greender.
Greender. Whoa.
I don't get it.
Not Grinder, but Greender. Oh, boy.
Why are you always bringing up that app? That's your favorite app. Like, what are you doing on that app, Toure?
I just know about it. I've never been on it.
Maybe we're just green with
I've never been on it. I just know the name and bring it up all the time.
Every comedian brings up Grindr all the time.
Maybe we're just green with envy. All I know is my story not done. So then you sent that picture and I screenshot and sent it back to you. And you said, oh shit, what I do? You didn't say what I do, but I thought you said it in my head. And then you was like, oh, I sent this to all my bandmates.
That's not what I said.
Then what you say?
I'm letting you make up the story.
Take it from here. Because all I know is I lost sleep for the next 2 days. I wasn't able to create content. Every time I wrote music, I just had visions in my head and I just couldn't. I was very disturbed.
Do you still have the picture?
He said, do you still have the picture?
Can you send it to me?
That's weird.
I just want to be in the conversation. I just want to know what
investigative journalism is this.
I just want to know what you got. I just want to know what he said to you.
Look, he said, look, I said, okay, this is what he said. Wow, I see it right here. It did not unload itself. Yeah, okay, I got you. He said, I got the picture and I sent him back the screenshot. I said, Nick, that's what I said. First,
this is what I said.
I put the emoji face that's like to the picture. And I said, this nigga sent me a sex tape. And he put question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, I
And
was like,
sent
what are
him-
you talking about? This nigga just text me out. I'm dead sleep. I get a text saying, this
Oh, you
nigga
dead
just sent me
sleep.
a sexting.
You must have been real tired after the activities of that day, huh?
Mad
Anyways,
tired.
he said, nigga,
Mad
what the
tired.
F? That's crazy. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. I said, I mean, it went to a dead link, so I didn't see nothing. He said, yo, ah ha 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 ha. That's a wild in all caps. I said, oh, you's a freaky frog. He said, I just copied a link on Dropbox and sent it to you. I shared this Dropbox with my entire band. So this is insanely crazy.
Yeah.
I sent the latest link. Ah ha 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 ha. I can't stop laughing, nigga. That's so crazy. I
That
said,
shit is
"Oh,
so crazy. I
shit."
thought it was hilarious. The worst part, and then that's why when we saw when he's over here saying like, "Oh, this is your video," I'm like, it's not my video, and I think that's worse to say that I sent another.
Yeah, so why are you in possession of it?
That's crazier to be sending another nigga.
Hey, don't worry, Torre. I got you. Say less.
Send
less.
it. Send it.
Say less. You met King Green in person, so you might recognize the hand in question.
For sure. I could be a valuable witness in this situation.
Check the group chat.
Sure.
Check the group chat.
Speaking of
Backshot
which,
King?
Everything goes to
actually,
HR.
I haven't met you, and I was like, how tall is this nigga? I was about to text you. I think I forgot. How tall is this thing? Because you never met it. So you like the nigga, you could meet the guy and be like, oh wow, or oh wow. Like you have no freaking idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of oh wows out there.
Yeah, oh wow,
It's a
weird.
lot of
You know
those.
what I mean?
I'ma get 1 million.